Hey crafty people here. I am going to put together a Valentine's Day card. So first thing is the bow. Okay, so this is the small bow thin cut. Right. I am going to snip this off. So this is actually some of the Christmas paper. Right. So normally you make your bow and this little piece will fold over and you'll see it, but since it is green, I don't want that to be seen, all right? So you can see the bow together, all right, versus separate. So then to put this together, I like to use a little bit of liquid glue because it dries rather quickly. And you fold it over on both sides, and then what I'll do is I'll hold it together with my tweezers. So again, I use a little bit of liquid glue, and then I'll flip it over so that that seam side is down. You can fluff up your bow, and then you glue it down onto there, and you have your gorgeous little bow. Okay, so that's that. So we're going to make a shaker card. All right, so let me go ahead and glue my base down. And so I'm using the Love Story paper. And I cut this so we have that little white edge to give that nice contrast. So I'm using the black that has all that beautiful floral. Center it up so we have that nice layered look. Okay, and then what's going to happen is we want to find our placement. All right, about there. So kind of towards the center, a little bit above. So I'm going to glue actually before I glue the white part down, I am going to add my foam. Now I want to leave the top foam on the heart. I just want to peel it off. And then I'm going to go ahead and line it up. So I'm lining up an edge. All right, perfect. Okay, so now I can add my tape. I want plenty because I do not want this to go anywhere. So center it right about there. Okay, make sure that's pressed on well. Now I'm going to do a couple taps with my anti-static pouch, and that just makes sure that things don't stick to that clear protective film for my shaker card. Now, I'm going to be filling it with two different things. So, when I cut my card, this outer edge in red, I also put this inside. So what this does is it gives me a bunch of hearts, and I can just pop them right out. And so I could do this in a variety of colors. So if I don't want to use anything in particular, if I don't want to use the shaker stuff, I can just fill it with hearts, and that's cute. But I do have this pack of mini hearts, and it comes in a couple different types of pink and kind of this same burgundy color. So I thought that would be perfect to mix in just a little sprinkle. Okay. All right, so next you actually need, so this is the shaker window and foam acetate, you need the window part. Now is a protective film on this. Now, sometimes it's hard to tell what side, so I will use my tweezers and I just poke a corner, because if I accidentally poke the wrong side and edge, it's okay because it's going to be hidden by my outer shell there. Ah, there it goes. Okay. So next is going to be peeling up the foam tape. Okay. Make sure this is all good. And then I'm going to line up the bottom, line up the top, and then just kind of press it down. Okay. So next, we are going to add our frame. So this is nice because it helps hide any oops, or if you didn't set it down quite right. Plus, it just frames it, makes it look super cute. It's got this fun little stitched edge. I like to use liquid glue because then I can slide it around and make sure it's in the perfect placement. Just be careful, you don't want to slide it around too much because it's liquid glue and it'll show up on your window. Okay, next is going to be my bow, right? So I am going to go ahead and, since it's raised, I'm going to use some 3D foam tape on the edges here, which I can just use straight from my shaker. A couple pieces on the edge. Perfect. And then I'll add some liquid glue in the center there. Okay. Add some liquid. Now, I do want to put this so that I can still see that V of my heart underneath my bow. Fold my card. And then see that shaker, right? Super cute. Last thing is going to be adding a gem. All right, so we have some options. We can go with a silver or a black. Actually, we are going to go with a black. So this is black and white dots. And then I'm just going to place a large one. Right in the center there. Look at that, perfect. I can stamp a sentiment inside, or I can just leave it as is and write a wonderful message to my husband or my Valentine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and craft on, ladies and gentlemen.